Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports, and hey, it's Saturday. Not much left, not much time left in Saturday. Only a little bit, but hey, at least I made it out on Saturday and not Sunday. Uh, but right now in preseason football, you have the Rams that it's actually getting their butts handed to them by the Denver Broncos. They say, well, it's probably it's kind of like, well, the Rams did kind of kill them pretty good in regular season last year, as far as for the, like Christmas time or something like that. They lost. The Rams killed them. So this is kind of like a revenge game. I don't think so because, hey, this game don't matter. It's only the preseason game. So who the heck cares? I'm always going to try to keep it PG 13 here, but who knows? I may mess up once in a while and say a cuss word every now and then. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming. Anybody that wants to come and watch, you're more than welcome. Anybody who wants to join in, you are also more than welcome. Links are in the show. As far as just if are in the description, if anybody wants to join in, I'm gonna go ahead and get it again in there. So, because I don't think it's in Twitch yet. All right. It should have been because I don't know why it's not showing up in Twitch. It should be, but especially in YouTube, you guys want to go ahead and join in, please. Uh, Also, let me know. Yeah, I got it in the chat. The links in the chat. Okay, what we are going to talk about today is basically it's the NFL. You got one more day left of preseason. Oh wow, wow, wow! We really get to we really get to see one last game of the boring preseason. No, okay, hey, what's up, Timothy Becker? Gilmer is going to make the squad. Yeah, yeah. Is this Mr. Jackson, or who do I have the pleasure to speaking with? This is Facebook user. I do appreciate you. Yeah, he definitely should make the squad. Thank you for your comment. Okay. This is Greg Rice. Hey, Greg, how you been? How you been? How's your day going? Uh, are you ready? Are you ready for the regular season to start? I know I am. I am ready. I'm still for this, 20 game season that I'm starting up. I'll push for. I want to see a 20-game regular season in the NFL. I know there's not everybody's for that, but hey, yeah. But I'm really ready for it. You're doing okay. I'm doing great, man. Just at work and so ready and steady. Let's just go ahead and make the Kansas City Chiefs look like they met Freddy Krueger and go ahead and give them a fight. And hey, I was listening to Woodward Sports, uh, and how they feel about the game. And you know what? I gotta agree with them. I gotta agree with the guy who was talking, and he said, "Hey, just getting close is not good enough." We're at the point in time if the lines are actually improving and changing the culture, hey, it's time to just kick some butt. And I don't care if it is Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care if it's the LA Rams. I don't care if it's um, the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't care who it is. They just got to go ahead and they just got to take the bull by the horns or take the Chiefs by the feathers and just go ahead and win the ball game. They got to go ahead and school them and just show everybody that this is what it's about. Winning. We are a different team. We are a different team. We're not the same old lines. We are a team that is based on winning the ball games, changing the culture. The culture here in Detroit has changed. And oh boy, I'm so ready, so ready, so ready. I'm ready, ready. And yeah, I don't. Okay. Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's just. It's just for sure, for sure. Hey, um, yeah, I just you can only because hey, last year, if you just want close wins, last year we had the close wins. All right. And you guys ain't telling me that if you can't beat Aaron Rodgers, I mean, we beat Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers last year. We beat them last year at the end of the season. We kept them, the Lions kept them on the playoffs. You cannot tell me that there's no way you can't go ahead and beat the Chiefs. I think yeah, I mean, yeah, I go ahead and I make a, you know, outrageous prediction. I mean, that's just the way I am. I say that it's going to be 48-17. That's why I'm saying, it just, part of that's just for fun and for the score. But heck, I would really like to see it. I would like to see a whip down on that because what brings out the maniac in me? That's what brings out the maniac in me. You know, that brings out the the fansism in me. And I'll tell you what, the Lions fans, the Lions players, the Lions team, the city of Detroit, the state of Michigan, and fans all over the world, wherever you may be, whether you be in Europe, like the roar of the UK, whether you be in LA, whether you be in Hawaii, you know, just because you like the colors, because we have Honolulu blue. If you're a Lion fan, if you've been with the team, you deserve to see this team finally come together. And we have seen the struggles. Now it's time to see the turnaround. We have put in our trust in Brad Holmes. We have put in our trust in um, Dan Campbell. We have put in our trust in Sheila Hemp, who took out the Ford from her name on her office door. We have went ahead and said winning or getting close to winning, being bad, that's not good enough. Good enough is not good enough. Just as good as a Xerox is not as good as a Xerox. You know, good enough is not good enough. Being great is where you gotta be. And you know what? There's still going to be those doubters. There's still going to be those people out there that's going to go ahead and say, hey, it is not going to happen. The Lions can't do it. The Lions are going to fail. Well, no, 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 no. This is a culture change. This is a culture revolution. This is a culture takeover. It's time for the Lions to go ahead and not only win the NFC North, but to take over the NFC North, to go ahead and show the Chicago Bears, to go ahead and show the Minnesota Vikings, to go ahead and show the Green Bay Packers that we are the top dog, that the Detroit Lions are the top dog in the league, or I should say cats, because hey, cats go ahead and they fight like cats and dogs, but we are the top animal in the league. And not only in the NFC North, but in the league. We got to go ahead and replace this. We got to, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, we already had, and I was looking to I was listening to Lions Nation podcast earlier today, and they were saying that one of the sports writers, they have Justin Fields being the best quarterback in the NFC North. Now, one of the reasons I think they might, as far as the best rated quarterbacks right now in the NFC North, I think if you look at that at preseason, uh, uh, the only way I would look at him being in the highest rated in the NFC North right now would be because Jared Goff did not play in preseason. We ain't seen him. But if you based it on last year, based on how uh, on the ratings on how things went last year as far as in the NFC North, you got to take a look at how Goff did. You got to take a look at how Cousins did. They were well above Justin Fields last year. Justin Fields would, he did a great. He was a great running back last year, basically that played the position at quarterback. You know, but I'm not gonna knock him. You know, well, hey, if the Lions' culture has truly changed, if the Lions went ahead and you know actually put forth the team that we expect them to do and expect them to be, you know, uh, Jamar Gibbs, you know, if our since our offense has been, as we look at it, being upgraded, has been upgraded to, um, to the extent that it has been the running game has been upgraded. You know, if indeed that has happened, then you gotta look at it, and you gotta look at it and say, hey, we're better than what we were, and we should win more games. You know, am I saying it's going to be easier to go into Kansas City and beat the Kansas City Chiefs? No, but you have the eyes of the nation on you. All right, you have the top team, the former Super Bowl winners, and you know what? Hey, the Lions have done that. The Lions have went ahead, and we have seen them beat the former Super Bowl winners before. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a while. You know, the following, they'll come the following year and beat the former ones that won the Super Bowl. But to go ahead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs first game of the year will be huge. Will be huge. And I'm hoping that the Lions can get, and I'm expecting that the Lions can get a a 13 game win season. That's what I need to see out of them. Why do I say 13 games? Okay, in order for them to beat what they did was when they went 12 and 4. All right, to me, in order for them to be the best Lions team that they had ever, you know, then you got to go ahead and at least win 13 regular season games. You know, that's just the way I look at it. You know, it it would it would be great to see it done, see it happen. So only a few guys can get it done, and those 11 guys on the field on offense, those 11 guys on the field on defense and on special teams, those are the only ones that can get it done. You know, so hey, just get it done. Just get it done. Get it done. All right. You know, one thing I gotta say I've been impressed with during preseason, all right, is the returns. We have seen a lot of returns uh, for big yard chunks, uh, even in that loss against against Jacksonville. You've seen good field position. You've seen that. Hey, thank you. Man, I got 3 people watching, and that's great. Hey, Pup Dexter, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate it. Hey, everybody, like, subscribe, share this channel. We do, we at Maniac Sports really appreciate everything that anybody brings to it. The show. I appreciate so much. I really want to just thank you guys. Uh, it's an honor to be a part of this. And I'm also looking for a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I'm looking um, for a Detroit Lions fan because I'm gonna do face off Wednesdays. Okay, face off Wednesdays. Uh, hey Andrew, how's it going? How's it going, Andrew? Hey, great show earlier today. I appreciate you. Um, but hey, yeah, it was good to see you guys back, Andrew. Um, yeah, there is if anybody wants to hop on, I do got a link in the chat. I'll post it again. But feel free to hop on if you would like to. It's fine. I appreciate you. If all you want to do is be in the chat, that's fine. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to seeing the Lions play. I'm looking forward to this season starting. I I just think you're going to see a new Lions. There's a new era in Detroit, and I feel it. I feel the passion. I feel what they're saying. And this is what I'm. I just want to. I just want to go ahead and roar at the people. At okay. Uh, I may not be explaining, but I just want to go ahead and release that energy and release the beast. OMG, I also got the Rams game on right now, and I'll tell you what, it's a good thing Matthew Stafford ain't playing because if he was playing, he was getting if their team was getting beat 41-0. OMG, what the heck is going on by the Broncos? But of course, we all know this is only preseason. But in looking at that, if actually, Tim's Maniac Sports is where the link is. Um, that's my YouTube channel. Is Tim's Maniac Sports. I have Maniac Sports too, but I mainly do that, and I'm also on Twitch too. So there's uh, Tim's Maniac Sports and Twitch. I also do this on Facebook. Yeah, but the Rams ended up getting beat by the Broncos of a score of 41-0, man. 41-0. One of my main concerns, and I I mean, I know, Andrew, this is not anything new to you, but one of my main concerns that I'm looking at and I'm feeling right now is this is the kicking game. If you go ahead and you look at the kicking game, my God, you really got to wonder what is going on there. We're used to having great kickers. Now, in saying that, all right, in saying that, I just wonder what's, if we don't need as much as, as scores from kicking because of touchdowns, then I'm fine with that. But any of us line fans know, Eddie Murray, of course, Prater, Jason Hansen, any of those people that we have seen have been great kickers. Have been, and now Batchley and other ones that we have seen in recent years, you know, that's the one concern, that if there's any concern that I have, is the as far as for the place kicking, the punter, man, punters, we got that sewed up. We got that sewed up. So Andrew, I do know, but and Greg, if you're still here, yeah. All right, we haven't had a good kicker since Matt Prater. Exactly. You're definitely need a kick. Yeah, you definitely need a kicker. Can't count on 2-point conversions every time. Exactly. Exactly. And that was one of the things, is that we noticed this, you know, this game. Not only did he go ahead and miss a field goal of 53, it was well short. I mean, it was well short. And then, he also missed that point after the extra point. You know, like you say, you cannot always count on it. Those making those 2-point conversions all the time. So where where have all the kickers gone? I guess you know that's what we got to look at, and how do you change that? Do you know do where are we gonna get the quality of the kicking team? But like I say, that return team, and also I also like the way that we have the I like the way that we have I like the way the running game is developing. Jamar Gibbs, man, I cannot wait to see him. You know, uh, you know, I just can't. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. A lot of times the game comes down to a field goal. Exactly. We need somebody who can make them. Yeah. I mean, that's totally, I mean, look at the Lions got beat, that first year, you know, um, got beat a couple times by astronomical field goals. If you look at what we're getting, we're I mean, yeah, that should have been a delay of game that the Ravens had, but or didn't get caught on them. But still, yeah, that was like a 66-yard field goal that the Lions lost to because of that. And it, and if you don't got a field goal kicker that can make far kicks, and also even just a point after, I mean that that's definitely a big concern. Big concern, because you cannot always rely on getting that touchdown, punching it in. And it also, in a way, takes the ability, what you say, how do I put it? Takes, you know, as far as for, yeah, I need to know exactly how I'm going as far as when you're trying to run down the clock and stuff like that, too. You're trying to run down the clock, and if you know you don't get that first down because you're running the ball and stuff like that, and if you don't have that kicker that can make that field goal, then it adds another, or it takes away another element of your game that a lot of teams have. So I just don't know where they're. I mean, they're. If I was Dan Campbell, if I was Brad Holmes, I would really be researching to see if there's anybody at all out there. Have you heard of any names at all that you think, and I would even be looking in, and people I seen it, well, uh, actually, as far as for point actors and stuff like that, the XFL didn't have very many kickers. Uh, but I'd be looking at people in the USFL, uh, looking in there, searching, seeing if there's anybody there, anybody, that was in college and stuff like that. But of course, trying to bring somebody in this late in the ball game, you know, that's something that's hard to do. As far, especially if they're not an established kicker. You know, so I mean, that's just. And of course, we're talking about place kickers because punters. But I mean, we just gotta. The Lions just gotta go ahead and they just gotta get a better kicker. You know, they gotta find a way to do it, or the person needs to get better himself. I don't know if he can do that. But wow, I have already been on here almost a half hour. I, for the most part, am not limiting my shows to a time limit, um, just because I'm not. But I especially when I don't have to work. So, but I do want to thank everybody that came in. Uh, Also, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Especially my YouTube channel, Tim's Maniac Sports, and also Twitch TV. It's just, there's Tim's Maniac Sports, and then there's Tim's Maniac Sports, and also then there's Tim's Maniac Sports YouTube. Twitch TV is just Maniac Sports. So please subscribe, share the video. I do appreciate seeing everybody out there. I know Grandizer 12 has been busy. I seen him a little bit today on another podcast that I was watching, one of the Rams ones. But so hey, if anybody's out there at all that wants to talk about different anything different, we're fine. Any other Lions news, Greg Rice, I want to thank you for coming on. Andrew, I want to thank you. I want to thank you guys for your comments. I do appreciate it. Now I'm getting all these darn notifications, which I don't want. So sorry if anybody's being interrupted. But I'm also, and like I'm saying, I'm looking for guests. I'm looking for somebody who can at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna have Face Off Wednesdays, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. every Wednesday. I'm gonna have Face Off Wednesdays. I want to get and it's gonna start this Wednesday. So it's gonna start this Wednesday, which will be a week before the game. And I'm going to try to get somebody from the Kansas City Chiefs fan, and I want to get a Detroit Lions fan, and I want them to face off each other before the game. I'm also planning on having watch parties too. As far as when there is definitely going to be a watch party for the Kansas City game because I already secured that day off from work. So I will have that day off. I will have that, I have that full weekend off. So I'm just gonna do it. So it's, I'll be here. So I will have watch party. I'm gonna look at it. I'm also looking at making other videos. Uh, the Maniac Squad has been on hold for a while now. If we end up once I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I need to get at least 100 subscribers first, but I want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. When I can get to that, and then I can go ahead and create groups and stuff like that, versions, and one will be called the Maniac Squad and stuff like that. Uh, And also, what's going on with Lions Nation Unite app? Does anybody have any idea? Because I know, I I kind of got the feeling that they might just be going more with the YouTube because I know I can't get on the app right now. So it says that it's, you know I don't know if it's just my phone or what, but it's, I know it's been that way for a while where I can't get on it. Um, so But in saying that, I am going to go ahead and go through the wins and losses this week, week 3 of the preseason. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay. Uh, okay, of course, I need to get. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, and of course, we have Thursday's games. You had 2 games where the Steelers, of course, beat the Falcons. The Colts beat the Eagles. Steelers beat the Falcons by 24-0. That's no slouch of a win. Um, we have the Colts who beat the Eagles 27-13. Lions, yeah, they beat the Carolina Panthers at Carolina 26-17, which we all know. Patriots lost at Tennessee, 7-23. So Tennessee handed the Patriots a loss. Of course, preseason, who really cares? Chargers went ahead and beat the San Francisco 49ers, 23-12. What does people think of Trey Lance being gone now? Wow. uh, Talking about a waste of a draft. But hey, it was never going to work out for him in San Francisco. So Trey Lance is gone. He's now, I mean, Jerry Jones, in some ways, he could have got a gift, but 4th-round pick. That's all he had to give up for Trey Lance. Wow, you look at that. Um, the Bills, of course, beat the Bears at Chicago. They beat the Bears at Chicago 24 to 21. So, that field goal made the difference there as we were talking before, where the Lions need a better field goal kicker. Seahawks lost to the Packers 15-19. Carolina edged out the Minnesota Vikings 18-17. Cleveland beat Cleveland lost to the Chiefs by that was looked like it was pretty much an offensive shootout game. They lost by 1 point at Arrowhead Stadium, 23 to 22. Well, Cleveland lost 22-23. Jets edge out the Giants 32-24. And of course, that's one of those things where even your away game is a home game because you guys play at the same stadium. Um, Bengals yesterday lost to the Commanders, 19, no, yeah, 19-21. Buccaneers beat the Ravens at Tampa, 20-26, and Dolphins gave up one to Jacksonville Jaguars, which is on two game winning streak now. At least 2 games. They might be 3. I'm not sure. I think it's 3 game winning streak, but it's only preseason. Uh, 18-31. Raiders dropped a one to Dallas. Dallas's first win of the preseason. 16-31, and of course it was at AT&T Stadium. Rams went ahead and got actually absolutely embarrassed by the Broncos. Of course, it's definitely preseason, but by a score of 40-41. One more preseason game left on the books to do tomorrow, and that, of course, will be Tennessee against the Saints at the Saints. Then in 2 weeks, 2 Thursdays from now, you get to see the Lions start off against Chiefs. Okay. But in saying that, is there any other questions, any other concerns, any other comments? I would really appreciate it. And I really appreciate anybody who joined in and who said something. I want to thank you guys from Tim's Maniac Sports. From the bottom of my heart, just thank you guys for joining, for coming on, for being part of this. So, yeah, I can go Lions. We are Maniac Sports. I am Maniac Sports. Maniac Sim. Signing off. You guys all have a good day. And may the Maniac run wild in you. All right.